right, so let's get to cracking
Put me in cold. I'm ready to play today.
All right, and let's talk about the Aberdeen Ironbirds. So apparently, this is the best pitching park in in the Orioles organization. The Aberdeen Ironbirds, owned by the Ripken family, as we all know, in Aberdeen, one of the best Amic logistic bases. Used to be Aberdeen Proving Grounds, not that far from Aberdeen as well. Shout out there to who's working at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds there. And the Ironbirds are 29-29 this year. This shows the real strength of the minor league system here, the Aberdeen Ironbirds. So definitely that's absolutely the case for the Orioles, having that strength of the minor league system, having a good team like the Aberdeen Ironbirds. AAA, and I want to explain minor league system again. AAA, obviously that's closest to the majors. So you got guys that are older. You got guys 29, 30. Orioles just called up somebody who had been on the run. Those are the guys you want in AAA. Not all great prospects, but a lot of them can help you right away. That's what you want, like AAA. To me, AA is the test. That is the test where you have your prime prospects do well, play if you see. Jackson Holiday, I think, was promoted a lot of times because of how well it did AA. Years ago, Manny Machado came straight from AA. AA is what you're really looking at with a player. If you do well in AA, that is it. High A, what this is the first test. Okay? So this is kind of another level where AA, I think if you're strong in AA and you're a good prospect and you're a high prospect, you will be able to go to the majors, no question about it. I think with high A, this is the test to see if you can go to AA, right? And you're going to have names here on the list that have shown, okay, I can play in the majors. I can play. I'm eligible for the majors. I can do it. Guys who've done well at the lower levels. Next week we're going to talk about Delmarva, but guys who have made it to Aberdeen have played well at the lower levels, or you have some obviously great prospects here like high draft picks, etc. But that's how it is. So with Aberdeen, with the A ball, the high A, now you're playing a whole season with really good minor league players in Aberdeen. So it's a good test here. High A, Aberdeen here as well. So let's talk about the Ironbirds here. You know what? Let's get that banner back up. I'm sorry. Let's get that banner back up. All right, so let's talk about the Aberdeen Ironbirds as well. So Felipe Rojas is the manager. Jack Graham is the general manager. He's been there for many years with the Ironbirds. Zach Fruit is the 9th round pick in 2023 for them. Watching him, still some work to do. He kind of overthrows to me. He's not by himself as a minor league player. Stats not quite there yet, but definitely got some work to do there. 2023 third round draft pick Tavian Rosen, picked third in the third round, the 100th pick of the draft. Pull hitter, really pull from you beside the plate. Definitely just needs to work on plate discipline, in my opinion. They really think he's a guy who can kind of get there, but definitely has a natural power. Juan Nunez, again, talking about Mike Elias's minor league system, definitely from the Dominican Republic. Definitely here's a guy that's coming out of that minor league system there. Mixes a lot of pitches, A-plus fastball, again, overthrowing. I see that with him a lot. I think that's why he's lacking command that he likes, but definitely keep an eye on him. Still young, still like 20, still like 23 years old. All right, so let's talk about who are the better performers on this Ironbird teams. Creed Williams, I love it, man. Creed Williams is fantastic. Creed Williams, I think, has Kyle Schwarber vibes all over him. Watching him play, if you're a Kyle Schwarber fan, A lot of you are not Philly fans, I understand, but Kyle Schwarber, that's what I see when I see Creed win. Defensively, he's not going to stay catcher, I don't think. He's playing catcher. He's going to play first base. I could definitely see him outfield like a left field for him. But look at that. 9 home runs, 27, 29 RBIs, hitting 217. So definitely outstanding. I definitely think it's prospect. Prospects are not number order here. I just named them, but not necessarily number order. Mac Horvath, 22 years old, fresh out of college from the Tar Heels of North Carolina. Compare him a lot to Max Wagner from Clemson, who got Orioles drafted. Very similar to Max Horvath. Played third base. I think that's his best position, but he's been in left. He's been in right. He's a dead pull hitter. Him and Max Wagner, if they can pull their average up, stay healthy, they're going to be major. They definitely have major league power. I don't care if they're using wood or aluminum bat. They definitely have that. Enrique Benfield, the number 1 draft pick from last year, already at Aberdeen, and this is as advertised. This is exactly what you thought you'd be getting. No home runs, 10 RBIs, 255 average, 25 steals. Definitely, he's a guy. He's going to be the center fielder for the Orioles at some point. There's no question about it. His speed is just tremendous. You can't keep him off the base pass. A lot of these Ironbirds are like that. It's not just Benfield. Keep an eye on Matthew Edsel. Here's a guy who's worked his way through the levels. Once again, hitting over 300, hitting 300, 304, 4 home run, 35 RBIs, 31 stolen bases. So he's giving you a little bit of everything, and he's probably been their best player here. Elo Prado is the guy, definitely another guy with great speed here. 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Kind of with that collapsed stance. He's above average in all aspects around here. Again, very, very quick. They got him in the Andrew Castor trade a couple years ago. So definitely high hopes for him. Still very young. Edgar Portez, probably one of the better relievers this year. 3-0 with a 2.06 ERA as well. So he's been good for them this year. Moises Chance as well for them. Throws it about 92, 96. Delivery is pretty easy as well. I think he's got potential. He definitely could be a control pitcher. I like his motion. I like the way he throws. He doesn't overthrow. Kind of like the opposite of like what you see with a lot of young players as well. And Jackson Burmester, I think he's the best prospect I think the Orioles have in the pitching. I actually like him better than a lot of other people do. He's a little wild. I think you got to get that under control at times, but I love his stuff. I think he mixes pitches very well. 52 strikeouts as well. I think he's kind of finding his way here. You see it. 189 ERA, 52 strikeouts. So off to a good start. I like him. I think at some point he's going to be in their top 50 prospects there. So there you go. Get them off screen there. Next week, as you saw it, we're going to be talking about the Del Marfa Shorebirds as well as part of our baseball summer series. So definitely.
Oh, put me in cold. I'm ready to play.
All right. So definitely check that out. Baseball summer series. Baseball keeps us company all summer long. Definitely check that out as well. So let's go to the Orioles Report. All right, so let's talk about the Orioles week that we just had here. So definitely let's go ahead and check that out here as well. Orioles sweep the wraparound series. What's the wraparound? So it starts on Friday, it ends on Monday. Simply put, Orioles go ahead and win 4 in a row against Tampa. Tampa's offense is not good. Tampa's offense really looked bad. I think the Orioles, they get good starting pitching every game. It doesn't matter who it is. They order runs to keep in the game. Earl Weaver, the late great Earl Weaver, love this team. They hit for power, and they get a good start every night. That's exactly with the Orioles was not a lot of stolen bases, a lot of station to station, but very good defensively, also very good. Braves lost tonight. Here it looks like here it was 4-2. I think it was as well. A lot of you saw. I'm recording this while the game was going on as well. So I think looks like Colin Cowser was here tonight. I think like the Braves offense was bad. They really didn't look in that first game last night. They're bad. Oh man. Um, and not talk too much about it, but man, Austin Riley, what are you doing? Michael Harris, I mean, I just compared to last year, looked really bad. So Orioles took advantage of that, actually going ahead and doing it. Who's hot? You can put Adley on there every week. Adley had 6 RBIs in one game. That was terrific. Gunnar, I think, is still may wind up this season leading the MLB in home runs. Ryan O'Hearn, I think, has been one of the most. He might be the best player in the league, maybe now, not to make the All-Star game this year. He's his timely hitting is fantastic. That's all he's done the last 2 years. Just hit when you need it. It's been terrific. I mean, Ryan O'Hearn has been great. I hate to keep putting Cedric on here, but it's a struggle, man. We're pulling for Cedric though. We're gonna say good things. Stowers has been playing less, so he's been sitting. Urias showed a little life, but he's still struggling. I mean, if you look at the last 3 games, not doing as well. Here, Dean Kramer making progress, according to the article here, with the tricep strain injured late last month. Brian Hunt say everything is trending in the right direction. I agree with that. He'll be back in the rotation. They'll send somebody down. I think it'll probably be Povich. They send down. They're pretty much rolling right now with a 6-man rotation. Now that is in part because they're playing every day. They haven't had days off in a while, so they're kind of using 6. And also too, they're setting the rotation up for the big Philly series that's coming. Bad news: Daddy Colombe placed on the 15-day DL, retroactive to June 9th. So they do that retroactive. You do that so you can pull him off early if he hasn't already been playing. Reinstated Jorge Mateo. Recalled Brian Barker. I almost forgot he was in Norfolk that they had him, so they brought him back. And Connor Norby was sent to Norfolk. Some people, for whatever reason, were surprised Connor Norby was sent to Norfolk. I kind of thought that's what they would do in the beginning. You know, they're gonna. You know, he had never been to the majors. It was easy to option him down. He wasn't going to play enough to really stick, so they were going to bring him back. If Mateo, you know, he might have stayed if Mateo had stayed out, but Mateo's back. He deserves to be back, and he's, you know, they were going to send him down. There was some call from Mullins. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't know how much more patient they're going to be with Mullins. Mullins is hitting 180, but it'd be interesting to see that here as well. This is an interesting note here. 5 consecutive starts for Corbin Burns with James McCann as the catcher. So he's registered a 2.17 ERA with McCann. Interesting. A lot of it starts on the weekend when McCann plays more because you sit like a starter catcher, like on if you have a night game and a day game. Traditionally, the starting catcher sits, or in a lot of cases with the Orioles, they've been DHing him. So it looks like that McCann might be the personal catcher for Burns. This is brilliant, right? So you get McCann his time to pitch, his time to play as the backup catcher when Burns pitches. It's brilliant because he's not a better catcher than Adley, I don't think, but he doesn't need Adley, right? You can have Adley work with the guys that need him more. That's perfect. So definitely as well. And for Burns, I mean, Burns is so talented. I mean, you know, he's 7-2. I mean, his ERA is under that. Great matter who it is. So this is brilliant. To me, it makes all the sense in the world. Years ago, Oakland A's had this when he had Ron Hassey, backup catcher, Terry Steinbach started for them. Makes all the sense in the world. Last one, next week, the big series, the Phils, 2 of the best teams in all the MLB, are going to play this weekend. The Orioles have lined up the rotation. They're going to have Burns. They're going to have Grayson. They're going to have Bradish in this series. I'm all for it, absolutely. And the Yankees. Second to the Yankees as well. Yankees don't scare me. Yankees are good, though. Yankees offense is really good. Soto, I think there's something going on, so a little bit of injury. But the Yankees, and that's going to be huge for the Orioles going forward as we move towards the break. All right, last one. I'm going to say Corbin Burns, pitcher of the week. He's been terrific all season. He was terrific in his last start. I thought Corbin was fantastic. So I think Burns definitely deserves player of the week with 2 starts. Last 3 starts, 7 innings plus. All right.